I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today, there's going to be a pair of wide receivers looking to make big plays on the field. It's Nelson's Packers going up against Stephon Diggs' Vikings. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, it's one of the new jewels of the NFL, no doubt, as you get a look inside U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. Hello, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. As we get set here, Charles, we talk about wide receivers. You know, Larry mentioned it in the open, but that's a big spot to look at here in this one.
I think he identified it perfectly because these guys have such an impact on the game nowadays because they throw the ball more than ever. And whether they're throwing it short, medium, or long, can they snatch it out of the air and create even extra yardage with run after catch?
The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. To return, here comes Marcus Sherrills. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. The former Oklahoma Sooner will be leading the charge in his 8th season now under center Sam Bradford.
A lot will be made of his accuracy and the completion record he set in 2016 where he completed 71.6% of his passes. But it doesn't surprise me at all. That's always been the #1 part of Sam Bradford's game coming out of Oklahoma. His ability to deliver the ball accurately, on time, and leave his receivers in a great position.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Let's take a look here at the offense for Minnesota.
Minnesota had a very optimistic vision of what they would do on offense in 2016, but a couple of key injuries altered that landscape. Running back Adrian Peterson and quarterback Teddy Bridgewater. That led to them scrambling throughout the season to try and fit together their offense, try to put the running game and a new passing game together, and instead of having a big year, they finished 28th overall in total offense.
Now Bradford on second down. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. By the way, Stephon Diggs, 391 receiving yards. That leads the league through 4 weeks of the season.
And what a bargain he's been, because he wasn't a high draft pick. Remember, they got him in the middle rounds. I think he was a 5th-round pick coming out of Maryland. But when he came out of high school, one of the top-ranked kids in the country, he has more than fulfilled his promise at this point, and he really doesn't care who's playing quarterback, does he? He's had Teddy Bridgewater, Sam Bradford, and now Case Keenum, and he continues to put up big numbers.
On first down, Murray. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The evolution of Clay Matthews as a player, it's just one that they're going to end up writing books about. He didn't even start until his senior year at USC. He didn't start in high school. And now he's at all-pro level in the NFL. How about the play he just made there?
And he has certainly made a name for himself. William Clay Matthews III. Second down, Bradford. And a hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. The starting defense here for the Packers, and we need to give a shout-out to Clay Matthews. Picked up career sack number 75 against the Bears last Thursday night. Makes him the all-time sack king in Green Bay.
Not bad, huh? How about that Matthews family? We talk about it all the time, but Clay didn't have to go far to get tips on how to rush the passer, did it?
No.
I mean, his father played in the league. It felt like forever. I think he played until he was about 40 years old and was a Pro Bowl, all-pro type of an outside linebacker. I wonder if he was working on his hands and his movement from the time he came out of the crib.
Third down, Bradford over the middle here to Rudolph. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Ryan Quigley, 5th-year man from Boston College, in to punt it away. Trevor Davis, deep for Green Bay. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Aaron Rodgers bringing the Packers on the field, and after throwing 4 touchdown passes last week in the win over Chicago, he's now thrown 10 on the year, tied with Tom Brady for the NFL lead.
He is absolutely sensational, isn't he? Wasn't there a 47-minute lightning delay
there was,
this
yeah.
game?
Didn't cool him down.
Not one bit. Maybe he gathered some strength from it. But how about the Packers and the Bears? Their rivalry goes back to 1923. And the Packers now, for the first time since, what, 1933? Hold an advantage in the series. The Packers now lead the series 95-94 with 6 ties. Aaron Rodgers powering Green Bay.
A first carry here for Ty Montgomery. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
I think many people thought Ty Montgomery would automatically go back to being a wide receiver this year. But it appears he's going to stay at running back. I know they drafted Jamal Williams from BYU, but Montgomery proving his worth.
And he proved it, proved it last year. 5.4 yards per carry, 4th best in the league. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Try to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at it. And this one winds up being intercepted.
While we wait for Minnesota to take over on offense, gives us a chance to discuss the Dalvin Cook injury, tearing his ACL in Week 4. Where do they go from here in the backfield?
Well, Jerick McKinnon was already on the roster. All right, he'd been a guy who was a primary ball carrier. Remember when Adrian Peterson got hurt in the 2016 season? But they picked up Latavius Murray in free agency, and many thought he would be the starter from Game 1. Turned out Dalvin Cook showed up and beat him out. But Latavius Murray, Jerick McKinnon, thought to split some carries and make some big plays for Minnesota now.
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
You and I both know that you don't really truly replace Adrian Peterson, but Latavius Murray's a really good back. Similar running styles, too. Won't wear the same number, we know that. But when you see him run, you might see a little bit of that in him, upright with some power.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. To throw, Bradford. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Working out of the gun, Bradford. Left side caught by Diggs. That one goes for 24 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. A toss to Murray. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
Again, it's Murray. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 3rd down, Bradford. And he's got it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run with McKinnon. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
I don't know if there's any other way to put it, but that play was blown up right from the snap. How about the guys on the defensive side of the ball? It's almost like they were in the offensive huddle.
Yeah, it's one thing to stand him up from that 1-yard line. Pushing him back to the 5, though. Wow.
Yeah, I like what you just said there. Not just stand them up, but they end up making a play on the other side of the line of scrimmage.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now Bradford. And Rudolph has got it. The big tight end for a Viking touchdown. Kyle Rudolph from 6 yards away. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Yeah, he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Kai Forbath on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. That time, a 9-play drive, and it's polished off by a Viking score. Forbath out to kick this one away. Set to return, this is Jeff Janis. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. And a wide receiver to watch in this offense, certainly Jordy Nelson.
And most defenses watch him run past them. Jordy Nelson can run every route in the route tree and take it to the house.
Second down now after the incompletion. On second down, Montgomery. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. And a look at the Vikings defensive unit.
Minnesota head coach Mike Zimmer made his reputation as a defensive coordinator in this league, and that did not change in 2016. His team finished third overall in total defense, and despite many injuries, kept his team in the playoff hunt throughout the season.
And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on third.
Playing coverage here.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And Adams has it, complete. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And now a first down following that long gain. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Second down following the run. Now Rodgers. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's got Bennett. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. And give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains.
Have you gotten used to seeing Martellus Bennett in number 80? I mean, he's been number 88 his entire career, right?
And how about that? The fans selecting his jersey number.
Yeah, that was his idea. He put that out there on social media and said, here are a few choices. What should I wear? And he went with what the fans picked. Over 100,000 people weighed in.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
10 yards still left on 2nd down. Rodgers going to throw again. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Lance Kendricks, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be knocked down sideways. Sam Bradford heading back out as he and his offense get ready to go again. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
They go with Murray again. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
When you think of Mike Daniels, you think of strength. Hard to knock off the football, but surprising quickness and ability to move and evade people. How about that play there?
Well, he can squat 600 pounds, so that's how he caught people's attention coming into the league, and he caught our attention right there. The Vikings on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. Here's Bradford. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Ryan Quigley now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Start on the ground with Montgomery. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That play never got off the ground because of the defensive front. They owned the offensive line, which allowed the linebackers to see their openings and run straight to the ball. That's why that play just never had a chance.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a second and 11. Throwing now is Rodgers. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Everson Griffin in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on third and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He completes it to Jordy Nelson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Now on to kick it away, the rookie from Miami, Justin Vogel. Marcus Sherrill's back deep for Minnesota. And before the punt, time is going to run out on this first quarter. 7-all is the score. We're back to Minneapolis in just a moment.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. On 4th down, here's Justin Vogel on to punt it away. Back deep is Marcus Sherrills. Here's Sherrills. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And out now come the Vikings. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Bradford going to give it to Murray. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
That was 2nd down run for Murray. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw is Bradford. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Nick Perry in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. It felt like he was in the pocket all day, never got rid of it.
And when you have that much time, you've got to either find someone open or get rid of it, because with that amount of time to throw the ball, that means the offensive line's done a really nice job.
Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Gets around him. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
First down, Rodgers throwing the out route incomplete. That's Nelson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. For Jordy last year, tremendous. NFL's comeback player of the year, 97 catches, over 1,200 yards, and led the NFL 14 receiving touchdowns.
Well deserving to be the comeback player of the year, but I know these types of competitors, they don't like to be the ones to come back from anything. They just want to be consistent, and Jordy Nelson is definitely that.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Montgomery on the counter, and running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And a couple of big boys up front defensively, and in that 4-3, those D tackles so vital.
Extremely vital. I love how you describe that because if they control things up front, often it's over the guard. Sometimes they slide and make it over the center. It's really hard to get a play started then because a lot of teams want to start inside out running the football. But against a good 4-3, you may not find any space. And on that play, there was zero space, no gain.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit. I'm falling back on my playing days. If I had a receiver that was 3 inches taller than me and they couldn't complete a pass like that, my confidence really rose at that point. I probably said a few things to him to that effect.
Well, I just looked down. You're right. It's a 3-inch height difference. But, you know, these defensive backs, they can jump so high. That's not that big of a difference now in the NFL, is it?
Athleticism and timing can make up for that lack of 3 inches.
On now is the Packers punter. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. first down throw for Bradford. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kenny Clark with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Now a second down throw for Bradford. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Mike Daniels in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
In search of something here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Bradford getting his guys ready. From the gun, Bradford. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Ryan Quigley now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Still 2nd down.
Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long. Throwing is Rodgers. Caught by Nelson left side. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completion step up and make those throws, and he did that.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I go ahead and punt the football myself.
On now is the Packers punter as he's on to kick it away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Bradford with a give to Murray. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now Bradford on 2nd down. And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. Bradford on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. First down, Bradford. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
You know, Charles, to transition totally for a second here, I'm looking down at the standings of the National Football League right now. There's a few young coaches that are having quite a bit of success early, isn't there?
They certainly are, and some of them have taken over established programs like Vance Joseph, right? The Broncos just 2 years removed from a Super Bowl. 9-7 last year when Gary Kubiak stepped down. How about the job he's done out of the gate? Has them 3-1. But for guys who are also first-time head coach, Sean McDermott in Buffalo, they're leading the AFC East. How about the job he's done in the early going? And Sean McVay has Jared Goff looking like the #1 pick in the draft overall. They played awfully well and just won at Dallas this past week.
The Vikings on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Bradford again. A dump down to McKinnon. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Fresh set of downs here. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. More from Minneapolis after this. When halftime rolls around in just a bit, we'll send you to Orlando. You will hear the dulcet tones of Mr. Larry Ridley with our EA Sports halftime report.
Does dulcet mean good?
Yeah, it's just something that broadcasters say. It's got to be good, right?
It's got to be good.
You tell me.
Well, it's got to be good if Larry's doing it.
On 1st and 10, Bradford. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. To throw again. Bradford going with a screen for Murray. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. Again, it's Bradford. And he's able to find Diggs. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 14 yards that time for number 14. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
The first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
From the red zone now, Bradford. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Jarius Wright that time. And it's 2nd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
On 2nd down, Bradford again. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Clay Matthews charging hard for that outside linebacker spot. He gets in to drop him for a loss of 12. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. In search of something here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Bradford getting his guys ready. From the shotgun, it's Bradford. And he's going to go down again. Clay Matthews in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And over the middle to the tight end, Bennett. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And welcome back, the offensive unit. They took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. 319! A final shot before half for Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, he'll force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Second down following the incompletion. A final shot before break. Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have the show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report.
All right, let's roll those moving pictures. Now 1st and 10. Here the defense will come up with the pick. Rhodes is happy to come away with the pick, ending the drive. Offense out now following the interception. Rudolph's got nobody around him on the catch, and it's caught for the score as they take a 7-0 lead. Now midway through the first, it's Aaron Rodgers hooking up with his big play receiver, Devontae Adams. And he won't be brought down until he makes it to the 48-yard line. Packers still on the field. Rodgers got the completion here, and he capped off the long drive with a touchdown. As that'll tie the score at 7-all.
Okay, thank you, Larry. A low-scoring affair, all even, as we ready for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Now the Packers get set to go. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Rodgers now on first down. And complete on the right side to Bennett. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, ball's out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Second down now after the pass completion. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now Rodgers. Throw left side complete. It's Nelson. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And this is the 10th carry for Ty Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The Packers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. But pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Bradford now to throw on 1st down. Over the middle, he's got Treadwell. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. From the pistol, they run it with Murray. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground. Bradford now from the 50. The throw left side complete to Treadwell. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the gun, Bradford. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. A handoff. It's Murray. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Now McKinnon looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
On 3rd down, Bradford. This is caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal here from the 2. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Now they'll run. Murray. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. He got halfway home there down to the 1, but a good job of keeping him out of the end zone.
Exactly. Halfway home isn't all the way home, right? So they feel pretty good about keeping him out on that play.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They run it with McKinnon. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That was a statement stop right there. Now it forces the opposing head coach to answer this question. What do you do on 4th down?
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Forbath will put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he missed a field goal earlier, but he says not this time, and he's able to knock it through to give his guys 3.
And that's all you want as a kicker, a chance to redeem yourself. You got to have a short memory if you're going to survive at this level, and he's able to get back on track.
Forbath now to kick it away after the made field goal. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now Aaron Rodgers and the offense heading back onto the field. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Rodgers going to give this one to Montgomery. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Rodgers to Montgomery on the draw. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Rodgers off the bootleg. Got a man. It's his tight end, Lance Kendricks. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
They brought in the heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a first down.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Rodgers hands to Montgomery. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. The Packers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. action. Now it's Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They come out here in the eye. They go play action here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Daniil Hunter in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down. Draw play, Rodgers to Montgomery. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The offense on 3rd down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will knot us up at 10. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Sam Bradford now along with the Vikings heading back out there. How do you break down his game so far? Just the one touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't. Not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. A good pickup there at 22. The offense lining up 1st and 10. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at beautiful new U.S. Bank Stadium. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Carries piling up. It's Murray again. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Now a 2nd down throw for Bradford. Lets it fly for Treadwell. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Play action now. Bradford. Lets it fly for Thielen. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Here's Ryan Quigley now. He's been terrific so far. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Rodgers handing to Montgomery. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick, and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
On first down, Rodgers. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. At 5 yards on the play there, it's a drive will continue.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. It's Nelson. And he gets it down to the 32. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On play action, it's Rodgers. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down.
Not only did they drop it look like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
The Packers on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Rodgers to Cobb. Good for a Green Bay first.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They'll run it now out of the gun. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues.
Full start, offense.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
The Packers on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. Following the penalty, Montgomery. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So a big spot now for Crosby, but he's been here before. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And Crosby puts it through, and they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. Fielded about a yard deep. Shifts by him. They juked him. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now out comes Minnesota. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On 1st and 10, Bradford over the middle here to Rudolph. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And he goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Fresh set of downs here. Working out of the gun, Bradford. Left side caught by Diggs. A good pickup there of 22. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. The play fake to Murray. Now it's Bradford looking for the end zone. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Bradford. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Third down now following the completed pass. Again, it's Bradford. Going for it all. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So here now is Kai Forbath with the pressure on. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And Forbath will put this one through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch right down the pipe, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
And he didn't leave much doubt there, did he? Good snap, good hold, and that one was dead center.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This is taken at the 3. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense.
Holding offense.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
A give. This is Montgomery. And some room to roam now. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and short.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
This guy carrying the ball, your eyes are going to direct your feet, and you're hoping they carry you to the open spaces. But it's awfully difficult at times because you have so many things you have to look out for. Where's the line blocking? Where's the traffic coming from? Tough to find open spots.
The Packers on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is third down and 12. Again, it's Williams. Williams loses the football. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Bradford now after the fumble recovery. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Second down, Bradford. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kevin King, the rookie from Washington. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, second down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
On second down, Montgomery. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows his offensive line is going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
And the offense can string something together, but they'll need to do it quickly here to try to get points on the board and win this game. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Rodgers to Allison, good for a Green Bay first down. To throw is Rodgers. And complete on the right side to Bennett. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving.
False start, offense.
So that one will be accepted.
Still first down.
Rodgers to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Back to throw, Rodgers. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Now Rodgers. Wide open receiver, complete. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. And now a first down following that long gain. They'll run with Montgomery. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And another timeout called by the Vikings now. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Second and goal to go now. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he is knocked down from the side, right at the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Here is Montgomery on third and goal. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on fourth and goal.
Now that was a big stop on third down, and this is where head coaches make their money and answer the question right here and now. Do you kick the field goal for the 3 points, or do you go ahead and try and grab yourself a touchdown lead?
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. This will be fielded at the 6. Oh, look at that. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. One last shot now for Bradford. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew